responsible for that. You got to own that. You have to own that. And more importantly, I have to ask you, why are you not with him? Why did you leave?
Why?
Go if he was good enough.
Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you are tuning in, man. I am going to react to this rant on Anton Daniel channel. Yeah, let's rant, man. Rant, like, let's chat, let's talk, whatever. Let's go ahead. It's another one. I think I react to the first one before. So, okay, I think this is like a second. Okay, let's go and let's get it.
Let's get it.
How y'all doing? My name is Justin. I had a question. Pretty much, I wanted to know if the co-parents are like fighting and everything, should that have an influence on like me seeing the kids, or should we just keep it together for the kids?
If the co-parents are fighting, should that have an influence on whether one parent should see the kids, or should they be able to be mature enough to actually work through it? I'm going to take that question straight to Chulo. If you are beefing with your baby mama, should you not be able to see your child anymore?
Nah, that's childish. That's childish in itself, you know? That bond right there, you have to nurture that. You have to nurture that. You can't be in the way, because most people be putting their immature emotions before the children. That's why children normally 9 times out of 10 ain't even for, you know, the situation. People didn't have children intentionally. You know, you can tell within their actions, because if you did, you would say, nah, nothing is gonna stop you from seeing your child, no matter how much I'm beefing with you, no matter how much I really don't like you. I'm gonna set up an environment where you and that child can spend time together, you know, especially if it's like that for real.
That
you know,
makes sense a
go
little
ahead
bit.
and let them do their thing.
But why are y'all talking like that usually happens on the man's side?
I was about to, can I
don't prevent the mother of the child from seeing the child.
Yes.
Can I say
That
it?
doesn't happen.
Let me say it.
So when you speak to that, speak specifically to the women that are weaponizing a child, using a child and using it as a weapon against the man that they no longer are with. Speak to it specifically.
I will say this. I do think that, I think more often than not, the person that's standing in the way of that other parental relationship is the mom. And I think what happens in the situation often is, because the woman carries the baby, we feel like that's my baby.
No.
But what I need y'all to understand is, that's that daddy's baby too.
Yeah,
and as much as it hurt, let me get this out, because I'm on y'all side right now. As much as it hurt, as much as the pain of it not working out, you didn't carry that person's child and extend his lineage for y'all not to be together. I get that. I can understand how that's heartbreaking. I really can. You have to put your ego aside and let your kids win in life.
It only
you don't want your
happens when
same experiences that you had. So if you standing in the way of your child actually knowing their father, getting to build a relationship with their father, letting their father be a father, it's time for you to look in the mirror and do some self-reflection.
And fellas, you got to start knowing that these are really your kids, all right? Look at it like a Coke machine, all right? You put a quarter in and that Coke come out, it's your Coke. If you put a baby in her and it come out, that's your baby. So y'all need to start getting down to these courthouses before they do.
Yes.
Well,
I'll say this too.
I'm trying to like, one thing I never see, is very rare. When the parents break up and they go their separate ways, fathers never take the kids. They always, most of the time, end up with the mom. So when certain situations or certain things happen, men really do leave the ball in the women's court, because they don't really step up to do much. They allow the women to take on majority of the load. They allow her to do majority of the work, and then want to jump in and make executive decisions when they're not even there while everything is going on. So like that could cause all types of issues. You shaking your head, Anton, but it's true. These men don't want to raise these kids. They leave it for the women to do.
Rico real quick. Rico, what you think?
Well, it's not what I think, it's actually what I know.
Hold the fuck up.
I know that only 18% of men win custody of their children. And I know that over 50% of men fight for their children. So when I can tell you that 1 out of 2 fathers are actually fighting for their child, I'm going to say I strongly disagree that they're not there for that child. But I will also say that systematically it's set up for us to lose, specifically in our community, against our child, to win over our child. So my problem with this all is when a woman, specifically speaking, if I go by numerics, is 72% of women that are actually winning the custodial rights of their child. Of that percentage, they're actually willingly allowing their child to suffer by not have that father in their life if they're playing that game.
Yep.
And my issue with it all is a lot of women think that they're okay because they didn't have that experience with their father, so they think that their child is okay. But you said let them look in the mirror. They haven't understood the mirror. They don't even understand where their flaws are coming from. And they're automatically allowing those flaws to be instilled.
They don't let them look in the mirror, but they don't understand the mirror. That's a bar right there. That's a bar.
Your kid as a kid.
Yes.
Can I tell you the truth though? Can I tell you the truth? He
about to talk some
was
bullshit.
done. He was done. I let
About
him
to say
finish.
some
He
bullshit.
landed the plane. Relax, niggas. I think the issue with a lot of people that are broken is, and you know what's crazy about this? I was just talking to my twin over there in the audience about this recently, a couple days ago actually. I own my shit. I can look at situations from when I was younger or from right now and say, you know what, dang, I ain't have to really spaz out on them like that and crash out or fight. Or I was overstimulated in this situation. It really wasn't that I was angry. A lot of people can't look in that mirror and say, you know what, I be fucking up. People will look in that mirror and they'll see an ego reflection and be like, oh no, I'm good. It's all that nigga fucking up. He keep dropping the ball. He lost a good thing. He lost out. No, he didn't lose out on anything, baby. You got some work to do. He left for a reason.
He didn't lose. He's going out there to find somebody better than you. And you're going to use that excuse to justify your wrongs. He's bouncing because he probably going to find something better than you. He probably going to be better than you. He probably going to do more things, and you're going to still be mad and crash out every time you see him. And because you have a child with him, you're going to make sure that child don't even have a relationship with that father. That is crazy, bro. That is just crazy. Yeah.
Was never there for a reason.
Absolutely.
He didn't commit for a
Now,
reason.
to be clear, that's not me giving a pass to no hoe-ass nigga that's not raising his child, because that's weak as hell and you will never be a man and you will never be blessed. However, it's a lot of you women that are standing in the way of the men and being fathers, and y'all got to sit the fuck down.
Finally, you
it
said
was
something.
only 2 claps for that
makes
shit.
sense.
I bet.
Right.
I bet. Let's get to this next question. We got another question over here. Let's get to it.
Hey guys, I'm
Hey, girl.
Lauren, and I go by Access Lauren, and I have 2 questions. My first question is for Anton. First and foremost, I just want to say I respect you so much for being in a marriage 20 years plus. That's amazing. As a mother of 3 sons from a 13-year relationship that did not work out, I want to know, I'm not sure if you have a daughter, but if you had a daughter, and she accidentally messed up and she ended up having a child out of wedlock and she didn't end up with that guy, and you know, it didn't work out. Do you feel like she deserves love still? Do you feel like she still deserves to have a situation?
If your daughter made a mistake and had a baby out of wedlock, do she still deserve love?
You make a mistake.
Does
So, no. I'm going to answer the question and I'm going to get a context. All right? No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Pass?
She don't get a pass. Absolutely not.
Are you helping with the baby?
No.
You gonna love on the baby?
Crazy.
No, she needs to. No,
When
it's
he
not
see that
cap.
grandchild, he gonna help
that's
out with
count.
that
That's
baby.
count.
That's for
He's a
sure.
good
Kat.
guy.
I'm trying to tell
He's
you.
a great guy.
Let him answer
listen,
question,
listen.
please. God.
I teach my daughter that, first of all, I don't believe in dating. I'm not going to talk about that yet. However, I teach my daughter that, for example, when she gets married, you got to cleave to the person that you with.
Yes.
Ain't no mistakes. You smart. I taught you well. You didn't make a mistake and have a kid out of wedlock. You opened
Yep.
up your legs to somebody you shouldn't have been with in the first place. You got to be responsible for that. You got to own that. You have to own that. And more importantly, I have to ask you, why are you not with him? Why did you leave?
Why?
Go. If he was good enough to open up your legs to, that's your husband.
What about if he
That
leaves?
thing was thumping. It wasn't
about
that he
if he
was
leaves,
good
bro?
enough. It was just
What if
I
she
was
say? What if she
ovulating,
say,
Dad.
Daddy, when I first met him, he was everything that he was supposed to be, but after I had this kid down the line, and all of a sudden he putting his hands on me. You gonna tell her to stay through that?
Well, first of all, I don't believe her because she went against what I taught her in the first place.
Yeah.
You don't believe.
Oh, come on.
Need to run Windows on your Mac? Parallels Desktop makes it simple to integrate.
My bad.
And that she should have got married before she carried. And if she got married before she carried, that mean I would have been able to vet that man out too. So
Meanwhile, this nigga.
So what if she married him?
It's too many layers. And this is the reason why you need a community. A community is not there to raise your child.
Yes.
A community was there to help you vet through the bad decisions that you was going to make before you had a child.
Thank
so
you.
I don't believe in excuses. I believe in ownership and accountability. I don't believe in that shit.
But as a man,
So to answer your question, no. I don't think you deserve any better.
as a man,
Shit.
as a man, I can say
And I love you.
As a man, I can say I made
I
mistakes.
rock with you.
Rico, what you saying?
As a man, I can say I made mistakes in my discernment, right? I wasn't always perfect in my discernment, nor do I expect anybody to be perfect in the discernment. And in fact, at pivotal times, you can actually be imperfect when you need it to be perfect the most. So when it comes to a man vetting, and I have a daughter myself, so when it comes to a man vetting the daughter's boyfriend or husband, whatever it may be, you don't know who that person will turn out to be 10 years down the road.
No. It's not about 10 years, man. You got to worry about right now what kind of human being that man is. If my daughter brings a man, I got to vet you, of course. I'm going to raise my daughters to know if you go out with this man, I have to know who this man is and I have to vet him. Of course, man. It's not about, 10 years from now. 10 years from now for what? I gotta know what kind of man you are right now.
There's a lot of people, first of all, a lot of these marriages don't fail until after a 7-year mark, right? So when they fail after the 7-year mark, they usually been together for some time before that. So if I just hypothetically say they had a decade in, the same person I am at 25 is not the same person I am at 35, right? And unfortunately, some men and women can go backwards.
That's a fact.
So with that being said, does she deserve love? In my opinion, is yes, she always deserves love.
Of course.
She
But
don't.
At the same time, she needs to understand what she missed out, which allowed her to rob herself of having real love in a real relationship.
No, she deserved love from that dude who she married. That's where it stop at.
But what if he don't give it?
Why y'all don't believe in breaking up?
No.
Why y'all don't believe in leaving bad
Listen,
situations?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because when that's an option, you will always go to it.
Mm-hmm.
I got married knowing that I'd never not get married, that I'd never get divorced. So guess what? It ain't no choice but to work it out and
Yes,
see through it.
that's true.
But when
That's
you got
true.
the
This is the way he think is the way we think in back home in Africa, bro. When you get married, you are getting married. If anything happens, y'all have to work. Don't put no third person, fourth person in your marriage. You have to be only two of y'all to fix your marriage. If anything happens, it's between you and your wife. Y'all come together and y'all fix it. It is what it is. There is kids involved. It's not just you anymore. You cannot be thinking about for yourself. You gotta think about the kids too. They're involved, so you don't crash out and sit down, relax, and fix it. That's how it is.
It's on the table, you tend to utilize.
2K, in real life, I'm married too. Them options not on the table for me. But I'm telling you this, and it's the frivolous bullshit can't make me leave my husband. But I'm looking you in your face right now and tell you, if that man decided to start knocking my head between the washer and the dryer, I might be the fuck out of there, bro.
And if you love me, you a duck.
If I love you, I what?
You duck.
He said you would thug it out. Sounding crazy as hell.
I thug it. Hell no, bro.
Hey, you need to get that defense up.
Because
I don't-
times out of 10, it ain't the man that's going through the domestic violence. Like, I'm not going to say women don't put their hands on men, but these men, they change.
No.
The reason why you don't hear a lot of men reporting that a woman put their hands on them is because it will look stupid. It will look silly. They'll be like, a woman put he's 200. She's 150 pounds, man. How did she put? That's why every time the police comes to your house, if your wife or you caught, they'll look, you funny, man. If you're the one who called the police, you say, "Oh, my wife put her." They don't always believe the man, but if a woman call, man, automatically you're getting arrested and they put your ass in jail. Yeah. So that's why you don't see no man reporting, or I got molested, or I got punched by my wife, or I got raped by my wife, because nobody's gonna believe them.
Y'all using extreme situations.
Absolutely.
That's not.
When you gotta use
it happens
extreme-
so much more than what you think it do.
If he putting his hands on you, then it wasn't the first time before you had a kid with him.
Facts.
It is true.
Facts.
Facts.
All right,
Listen.
that's
It's
fair.
funny
Facts.
how y'all women intuition
You always
only
lose,
work
man.
when it's time to leave.
I told you my
It never
intuition
wor-
never works. It's anxiety.
It never worked before you opened up your legs to him. So your intuition ain't work, and your vetting process ain't work, and none of that stuff worked until afterwards. Until
Yes.
you was
No, to
ready
be
to
fair,
Facts.
they do be ignoring red flags. I
You
give
know
that.
y'all ignore
I give you
red
that.
flags.
Okay, you won. What's your other question, Bookie?
All right. Is it necessary for dads to be physically present, or can we make it work some other way? So, can we keep the holiday spirit
I gotta
without
pay for
everyone under
YouTube,
the
man.
same
It
roof?
keep, you know,
Is it
No.
necessary
Doing
for
all
dads
that.
to help raise their children, or can you do it alone?
gotta pay for YouTube.
Look at my lips. Fuck no, you can't do it alone. That's why this world's so fucked up right now. We got emotional, sensitive ass, over the top ass dudes, and we got women who don't know how to be submissive wives. That's why we're so fucked up now. No, we need dads and moms in the household.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Period.
I
Finally.
agree. It's you need the dad there.
What?
Cap.
Who the fuck boos to saying you need to have two parents? What type of nigga is you? Oh, you come from a single.
Hey, oh, now.
Well, damn.
She said a weak one? Oh, shit. His girl up here with him. I hope you can fight. Lace him up. Okay, so what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think we need to have two-parent households, or can a woman figure it out on her own?
Nah, but listen.
She definitely needs help.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Of course, man.
The examples that's come day in, me day in and day out just by watching is something in itself. So it's easy to say, hey, you treat a man like this, this, and this. But if you ain't got no examples of it, then you can't do so. You ain't never seen it. My daddy was an episode of the Cosby's, so I thought that's how I was supposed to live life for a long time. But when I got out here, I had to learn the hard way. So yeah, he need to be in the house.
What about you, Anton? Do you think that you can raise a child on your own without having your wife there?
Yes, of course you can. A man can raise their
All
kid
right,
by
well, now I
themselves.
got to tell you the truth, since you really want to get there. I think that's why the majority of these guys is gay. Honest to God.
Those views are 100% Anton Daniels,
No,
and none of us rant about it.
It's 100% me. I think that it's a lot of son husbands. Y'all selfish because now you're raising a son to be able to replace the man that you should have been with.
He not wrong about
So
that.
what happens is that man grows up, he'll never tell you, but he resent the fact that he has to replace the husband and be the man of the house early, which he never really understood what it took to be a man.
Preach.
So now he operates out of his emotions and his femininity, which then leads to homosexuality.
Preach.
The reality is that no. We
Yes.
got more men now that make emotional decisions versus logic every day.
If that man
And
turned gay, his
I
ass
see
been
a
gay.
lot of guys.
Nah.
It's a lot of guys out here
not about that.
act like they mama. They don't
Yes.
act like they father.
I don't think it
Yes.
turns them to homosexuality, but
It
I do
does.
think that it makes them very emotional. I
Very
know a lot of
emotional.
dudes out
Very
here that
emotional.
crash out and don't know how to lead,
That's a
but be
fact.
upset as fuck that a woman won't submit to them.
You
How can I
cannot
submit
teach-
to you when you've never seen true leadership to know actually
Right,
how to
you ain't-
lead
you
a
ain't
woman?
taking
Y'all keep
How can I submit to you when whenever something goes wrong with me and I try to express myself to you, you want to match energy and give me bitchness back? How can I submit to you when every time I try to talk to you about something new, it's you trying to just throw off, oh, well, you made me mad when you did this. Nigga, we can't grow and be together in that way. It's impossible. It's two feminine energies. And a lot of times what's going on with a lot of women we don't want to talk about, a lot of women energy going masculine because there's so much bitch assness out here that we have to be masculine in situations.
And
You
they're
can't
trying-
say no, baby, because I'm not a single parent raising no boys, baby. It's a woman and a man in my household with good ass energy raising on my boys, Bookie.
Come on.
Y'all
Yeah,
gonna listen
Bookie.
to
Know that.
Randy, and y'all gonna crash out.
Yep.
The fact of the matter is,
Y'all listen to Anton
it's
and
a
y'all
lot-
ain't gonna never get no
it's a-
pussy.
That's cool.
What?
We got Tesla robots coming. The fact of the matter
I heard
is,
it ain't got a coochie yet.
the fact of the matter is, no woman can truly teach a man how to be a man. No.
No.
matter what
Absolute
you
fact.
say,
I agree.
no matter how you
I
frame
agree.
it,
My son 15, and
you cannot teach him how to be a man. You don't.
can
You don't
never.
even know what it. Cause see, the men have to suffer. They
I
have to
pay
learn
for
how to
this
fail in
YouTube,
controlled
bro.
environments. You can't raise your daughters with the same mindset that you're raising your sons with. And a lot of times they're raising them to be equal. They're not raising them to be men.
And with all due respect to Crystal, you raised your son to be the perfect man for you.
no, I didn't. That part you're wrong on.
Can I take it to? Let me take it to Rico because he been sitting here, his chest getting big, holding
I
in what
almost
he
threw
got
the
to
mic.
say.
I'll be
just-
honest. I was about to walk
All right,
off.
cool. What you got to say, big dog?
Although I do agree, I think that we also have to understand something, Randy.
What?
A two-parent household is not good enough when the man is just as much as a woman as the woman.
I said that.
But wait, because we gotta touch on the fact that a lot of women are marrying and procreating with women as men. So they have this little boy has a two-parent household, but he has a bitch-ass father.
Facts.
So for me, it's more than the two-parent household. It's about what a man really is.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about essence and boundaries. A man can make money, but if money makes the man, that's still not a man, sweetheart. But if the man is a man without the money, and a man is a man with the money, then he could raise an actual boy to become a man.
Talk your shit, Rick.
But that's my thing. So like we have a lot of men nowadays who think that they're a man because of financial establishment, and you're still a boy. You're just a boy, and you've been accepted by the woman that
Let's keep going, man. There we go.
tried to raise another boy and to become a man because it's a hard ass job.
Listen, you
He's
cooked with that
wrong.
one. Y'all, ooh.
He's wrong.
Ooh.
10 times out of 10, he's wrong. And usually what happens is that's shaming language because a woman doesn't know her place and she doesn't know how to play her role. And that's what happens when you got people that sit here and say they want partnerships instead of saying I want to be in a marriage.
Marriage,
There's
baby.
too many partnerships and it's too many women that think that they know what it takes to even identify what a husband is, and y'all don't know. Y'all genuinely don't know. So you marrying somebody or you chasing somebody based off of what you missed because you're seeking a father. And then you want to call him a bitch when you don't necessarily agree with him because you're too masculine. That does not mean he's not a man. And just because a man does not always exert himself does not mean that he's not a man. It just means that
But
he's
didn't you just
enduring.
call these niggas
It
gay?
means that he's enduring through a circumstance that's not ideal because he understands that it's best for the child, and that's why you get most women that walk away exponentially versus men that are willing to endure.
Facts.
Men love harder than women. They love way harder than
Facts.
women.
We
They
fall
love harder
down,
than
man.
women.
I ain't
That's
never
why
seen-
when we get cheated on, we broken.
Very.
We love you even through your dumbass shit that you do. We overlook everything that's wrong with you in order to endure with you.
Facts.
But you only get a man
Facts.
like that.
We're gonna get to the next
Facts.
one.
It's only like that one
Come
time.
on out.
Wait.
Always cooking. When a man loves, he loves. He fell in love. I know that for a fact. When a man loves. But if the man loves and he got a woman that respects him and listens to him, you'll live long. You'll thrive. You know? That's why you see women here living longer than men. Because women don't want stress. Men cannot handle stress. That's how it is. Women can handle the stress, but men cannot handle stress. No.
They turn into a straight dog.
One thing I want to say is it's important to understand that only a man can define a man. Right? So as a man, if a man is a man idealistically to society for the general perspective, then he can be the one to decide what a man is. Right? So it's not necessarily the situation in the household, because the only reason why 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10 that woman is disrespecting you is because your circle disrespects you. And if I watch your circle disrespect you, why the fuck would I respect you?
What?
Okay, Green Hoodie, what's your question? You ate down with that.
What's up? My name is Don Ye. And
Where you from? Talking about what's up?
What up, though?
There you go.
And my name's Don Ye, and the question I got is, for those who are scared to date outside of what they're accustomed to, that hasn't worked out in the past, what's the first step they should take for like something new, or is it like a mentality shift they should do? Should they find new people or be in new spaces to make things work?
Chulo, I want to send that over to you. So for those that are stepping outside of dating their type, and they want to get comfortable outside dating their type, how can they go about doing that?
Stop being afraid, you know, man up at first, you know. That was me. That was me, you know, dating outside the culture because I was afraid of accountability. And 9 times out of 10, a black woman is gonna hold you accountable for your bullshit, you know, and you run away from that or whatever. And that was the case for me, you know, until I actually got one, you know, and then everything else changed.
Oh, you used to like white girls?
No, Spanish.
Latinos?
Yeah.
Latinas.
Papi Chulo, you know.
Papi Chulo, come on now.
But yeah, everything changed
How
after
you
that.
gonna tell me Latina and my last name Rosario? Nigga, I know. You don't see this drink in my hand, nigga?
Everything changed.
Okay, so you changed. What made you change, though? What made you change that? What made you say, this shit ain't working, I need to go figure something else out?
Because I realized it was only the fear, you know, the fear of being accountable of anything that I had going on, you know? Like, if I wasn't doing enough, I want you to tell me, like, yo, hey, this could be better. In a way.
What kind of Latinas was you dating? Because all my cousins will cuss you the fuck out. But they're back there laughing.
No.
Spicy.
It depends on who you is. It depends on who you are. You know, certain people ain't gonna tell you about yourself if they like you that much.
Hey, man. Black man, start dating snow bunnies. Cause there's black women out here ain't worth it. They don't worth a whole damn nothing. Don't listen to this bullshit.
Anton, I want you to answer that question. In regards from a man that's married and have been married for more than 2 decades, he's looking to step outside of dating women that are Instagram baddies, and now he wants to date. He wants a queen.
I can't answer this question because I don't believe in dating.
Ooh,
I can.
All right, 2K, come on.
No, just be yourself, bro. Focus on the money, and they gonna come after that. No, seriously, birds love bread. I promise.
Birds love bread. That's a hell of a line. I'm not even mad at it, honestly, because we do. Come on, nigga. What you need, baby girl? What's going on with your sunglasses, with your cool ass?
Oh, thank you. Hey, my name is Randi. Hey, Randi.
No, the fuck it ain't.
It really is with 2 E's though. No.
Okay, all right. Spell it out then.
No,
spell it out.
It's with 2
Spell it out. I was about to be mad as fuck.
You know, a big D too, but it's okay. That's how I spell it.
Why would I be mad about a name? I'm crazy. Okay, come on.
So my question is there such thing as a universal type, or is that just some kind of shit myth we tell ourselves?
Nope.
Should we be like, oh, this is the type of man I'm looking for, this is what it should be, this should be my type, and then are we like ultimately limiting ourselves?
Why are you looking for a man? I think, don't the Bible say a man who found a wife has found a good thing?
Here you go quoting some shit you don't believe in again.
I'm saying,
but you right.
So
he ain't wrong.
The man's supposed to find you.
The sperm swim to the egg, sis.
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like when you make sense.
That's the problem. That's the problem, man. That's the problem these days. Men are women are after men nowadays, and men are just taking that. A real man, just like he said, go find a wife. You're going and you're hunting. That's how it is. You're hunting for your future, bro. That's how it is, man. You cannot. And then men start kneeling down now for a woman to put a ring on them. That is weak, bruh. A man always finds a woman. That's not the other way around, man. Nope.
Nigga, go ahead, Crystal.
What she said makes sense though. Like
what you mean?
Not saying that it's right, but she said
it is
there's
right.
Such thing as a universal type. You have a lot of women who say, I want a man that got money, status, successful. You want all these things from this man. I want him to be respectful. I want him to court me. I want him to do this. I want him to do that. This is, in most women, this is what they want. But then when Anton will come in and say, are you that woman that deserves that? Now, I agree with that.
You learning.
You learning is wild.
Are you? No, but I'm just saying, like, are you that woman that deserves that? It take a lot of
I'm
healing.
teaching them.
No,
I'm teaching.
He ain't always wrong. I'm gonna put it like this. I may not like the way that he put it out there, but he's not always wrong. Shut up. No, but we want a lot.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things on our list, but then we're not the type of woman that type of man.
Let me give you a solid ass, real ass answer. A lot of times that universal type appeases the white gaze. It's the black person that's gonna be acceptable. Your standards of what you like have been told to you. You didn't set the standard of what you didn't set the standard of what you got on right now. You're a consumer. All of us are. All of us are. So that goes also to who you're dating, who you want to open your legs up to, because the songs have told you who to date. What they tell you, I need a soldier. So what you dated? Bad street niggas. And what happened? You got your heart played with. So yes, there is a universal type, but I hope we all grow the fuck up so we can actually learn
I
what
know
we
a couple women that say, I need a thug. I need a thug, man. I love me some thug. Hey, I love a thug. Okay. Go ahead with your thug ass.
What we wanted to make, opposed to asking our friends, well, girl, what you think a man needs to be like? Oh, girl, what you think? Because in reality, what she wants and what she requires out of a man is not going to be the same as what I want and what I require out of a man, because I'm a different person. And that's absolutely okay. Make a list. Go ahead and make you a list. What is it that you like outside of looks? What is it that you expect outside of finances? And go for that list. Stop worrying about, oh, he got to be 6'5", he got to make 100K, because 100K ain't shit in real life, okay?
Not with kids, I tell you. But
listen, man,
thing, though.
Listen.
The thing with universal type, and I love what you said, Randy. I just don't all the way align with it, because the universal type is based on foundation. So if I say, okay, the odds of being successful or having a stable life is to go to college and get a degree. It don't matter what country you go to, that is the odds, and those odds are actually typically in your favor. So I believe a universal type is based on the foundation of proven concept. Now, are there exceptions to the rule? Of course. There will always be. But a universal type is to actually give you some type of foundation of what to look for, which will also alleviate you from suffering from the red flags when you try to go outside of that.
That's a mature ass response, but a universal type could also be that one nigga in the hood that's getting money, and every bitch say, you know what, that's gonna be my nigga right there, because he's the one that he's in charge, he's the leader, he the one got the bag, and that's the one I want. So it really depends on your environment and where you at. Let's get to the next question so we can have time to actually answer it. Baby girl, what's your question? Your outfit cute.
Thank you. So I've been married for 9 years now.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
It's crazy nowadays with marriage. What are the benefits of being married, and how do you get to 20 years?
So that's to me specifically? Yeah. All right, so I'll give y'all my rule of thumb.
I'm only 20, so I ain't been married 20 years.
No, I'm going to give you my rule of thumb. The first part is, I think that people focus on the thing that they like about each other, and so they don't really take into consideration what you're willing to endure through.
Thanks.
Because everybody like each other when everything goes well, but what happens when the money runs out, right? What happens when she have a baby and she don't feel like herself? So my biggest thing is, I've always had two rules. Number one, I'm never gonna force you to be anywhere you don't want to be, so you're gonna have to want to be here. Mm-hmm. That's number one.
True.
The second rule is, I'm gonna focus 98% of my time on the thing that I like about you. I'm not trying to change you. I'm going to spend 1 to 2% of my energy on trying to fix whatever it is that we got going on, and I'm going to spend the other 98, 99% of my time on the thing that I really, really like about you.
Thank you.
And everything else makes sense. Everything works out. Everything is going to be cool.
Yes.
Y'all just got to stop making mountains out of molehills and turning small arguments into big things. Right. And here's another thing. Leave everybody out of your relationship.
Oh, goodness gracious, yes.
What's going on.
Because the one you are telling your business, it's the one telling if you have a secret between your husband and wife, why are you telling somebody else? Because if you tell that person is telling another person, and then your business is all the way, it's out. Like, oh, me and my husband we fighting in the house, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Well, now, that person that you told that you and your husband be fighting out, goes out there and tell everybody that you've been getting beat every day in your house, or you have financial problems in your marriage, or your kids don't listen, or your sexual whatever is not working in your marriage. So you're telling everybody that. And if you tell one person, you're telling everybody. But if you tell if you can fix it between y'all two, easy peasy, and everything gonna be fixed. You're gonna go to the doctor together. They're gonna fix the doctor gonna tell y'all what to do, and everything gonna be fixed. But if your spouse out and you start telling everybody how it's gonna be fixed, you are hurting yourself and your marriage. That's what I'm saying.
In your life, stop advertising your man's D to your homegirl. Stop telling all of your business to your mama because you gonna make up with him and she gonna still hate him.
That's true.
Stop listening to social media. They don't know shit.
Facts.
Stop watching them relationship podcasts. Don't give a fuck about you.
And the biggest thing is you have to genuinely focus on the thing that you like about them, not what everybody else is telling you about them.
Yes.
That's the key to being successful.
Yes.
And take it one day at a time. It ain't about 20 years. It's about what tomorrow is going to bring. I only focus on having a phenomenal time today. That's it. I don't care
It's all about today, man.
Today.
It's all about today, man. It's all about today. If you can fix it, and you can go 20, 30, 40, 50, 70 years together. 70. My tripping.
I know that's right. What about you, 2K? You've been together. You've been with your wife for like 10 years, right?
Nah, 12.
Okay, you better correct me then. Shoot, he said no. I didn't put about 2 more years in, Bookie.
Yeah.
What's your advice on being successful in a relationship?
Man, honestly, man, don't be scared to be resilient. Sometimes y'all fight. Sometimes you gotta love through it, bro. Everything won't be easy. Everything won't be perfect. Keep going for each other, and you'll be all right.
I agree with that. This is my little 2 cents to it. I do think that women make a lot of situations mountains out of molehills or molepaws, whatever the fuck it's called. I think that y'all can control that though if y'all just give us a little forehead kiss and say, baby, it's gonna be okay. A lot of times it don't be us, it be our anxiety of wondering, okay, if we have this argument.
Forget about Randy. Hey, I've been to marriage for 9 years, and it's not about the government paper that you sign and say that you are married. No, man, marriage is you, your wife. Marriage is like this. Is how they used to do it back then. Your family, both of family comes together and they agree, and you agree. You and your wife gets together, and your family, they both agree, and y'all go in your way. You pay the bride price and everything, and everything is done. Just like that's what I did. I don't need no government to tell me who my wife is. Once y'all take all that out, and y'all see all your financial problems, whatever, come together. But as long as you the leader of that house, as long as it's the man, as long as if you are a woman, as long as you let the man lead, man, be good. Be good. Well, thank you guys for watching. If I don't make no sense, I don't care. This is Afriame. Please subscribe, share, comment, man. I do care. It's tripping. And man, come on, watch reaction video with me, man. This is what I do. I do it when I'm free. I'm always working. Hey, thank you for watching, man. Bye.